recording. Oh, well,
Damn.
we have
Anyway,
the intro for the podcast
yeah.
and for the video. Hi guys.
Just
I'm
know it
Hope.
was good. We rated Christ. I'm Julie. Welcome to Bucky Booze. Okay. So, um, I guess today we're just gonna do a little bit of Christmas shenanigans. I think we're gonna rate some Christmas drinks, some Christmas movies, and obviously some Christmas songs. What?
I just had a piece of toilet paper on my shirt.
Really elegant. Really
Yeah, well, I've been
nice.
blowing my nose like crazy, so it like hurts. It's like burnt.
That's really good to know.
Yeah, well, let's do this booze or lose because my drink is already cold. So
Okay, so today, guys, what we're doing is we're doing a hot apple cider with Fireball.
yes, well, mine is technically Evan Williams Fire or something because I had it already. Someone gifted it to me and Hunter at our birthday show, and we didn't drink it all, obviously, because it was huge and gross.
Yeah,
So
it is
I
gross.
just
But
poured a little shot. I actually split mine into 2 cups. So I poured a little bit into here, and then I have plain in here so that I can drink it without alcohol in case I don't like it.
I hope I bought a whole like half gallon of
Yeah.
it, whatever.
Oh, also, mine, I was going to get the caramel apple spice from Starbucks to try, but they were out of cinnamon dolce. So, what I did is I went to Starbucks and I got a tall steamed apple juice with
Uh-huh.
1 pump of chai. And it tastes
Okay.
just like cider. It's so good.
This smells spicy. Here we go. So good.
Yeah, that's good. It kind
Mine,
of burns a
like,
little bit.
my apple cider is like a lot more like natural appley tasting than like the apple juice
Apple
from
juice.
Starbucks.
Yeah.
Um, so it tastes like super good and soury kind of. So you can't really taste the fireball at all. And it's like this much juice to like that much fireball. But it's very good. It's a booze. I am gonna make this holiday drink all season.
Yeah, mine's a booze too. It's super, super cinnamony because your cider, I'm assuming, is just like, it's basically just apple juice, is what that cider is. And it doesn't have any of the spices in there. So this has chai in it, so it's like super spicy. Let me try plain. It's kind of cooled off now. It's not like hot anymore. The plain one's delicious. I like it better. But that's just me because I don't want to really drink Evan Williams Fire.
Yeah, I don't. Anyway, this is a booze. This is a fantastic beverage. Let's talk
Yeah.
about what are you into?
Okay, so I already told you this, just me and you, but I'm into listening to this girl's podcast who runs this brand that I really like called Tunnel Vision. Um, she has a podcast and it's called Pick Me Up, I'm Scared. And I really love it. Like they had an episode on public transportation that I've been listening to right now, but they had another episode about like the boomers, why boomers are such assholes is because they've all been poisoned by lead and that like
Uh-huh.
leads to higher crime rate and stuff. It was really
What?
crazy. Yeah, it's like a great listen. I really like their perspective and listening to them. So,
That sounds so cool. Well, today I figured out my lifelong career goal, and it's to just be able to dance around. Obviously, you can't dance around with a full-time job, so I'm trying to navigate, kind of how I can make that happen.
yeah.
But I
Mhm.
also want to live in a castle. And then lastly, another thing that I'm really into at the moment, well, I guess just Christmas again.
So,
So let's talk about what we did this weekend. You
mhm.
guys, I feel like we don't sit down and talk very much anymore altogether. So let us just tell you about our weekend. So obviously, we did a little bit of. Oh, before I jump in, I realized that we forgot to mention last week that we got to have brunch with the Bucky Boys. I feel like that's important to
Yeah, oh my
mention.
god. So, yeah, here, this episode is kind of like an off the cuff kind of
Yeah,
thing. We had brunch with the Bucky Boys last week at this awesome place. It was
red
delicious.
bicycle. Mm-hmm.
Red Bicycle. Um, Highly recommend. It was a good day.
Okay, that reminds me. So last night, guys, I tried to recreate my favorite red bicycle meal, right? I went ham and it was super good. So I posted on my story and I tagged Red Bicycle. I said, if you don't want to go out to get Red Bicycle, make it. And they saw it and did not say shit. And I think
Well,
they're
probably,
very threatened.
yeah, probably because they don't want people to stay home. They want people to go support them,
Yeah.
especially now that they have a new location.
And they just opened a roastery.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on the square, like right next door. Like they're totally doing a Just Love Stitch. But anyway, so yeah, guys. So we went to Opry and it'd been like what,
Yes.
a year since we had gone together, 2 years since we had gone
2
together.
years, not since
And
2019.
you guys, it was beautiful. First of all, I want to say one of my favorite things is when we got there, we were watching the water because we just love to watch the water. Like we always have fun watching it. And then
We
maybe
just
like
love the water.
right. And then like 3 minutes later, you hear an announcement and they're like, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sounds of the Season. And we were like, what? And they had like an actual
Guys,
water show, like synchronized with music, Christmas carols. It was
yeah.
beautiful.
I just have to tell you, like, it's obviously been a very rough 2 years with the pandemic and everything, and just Christmas is kind of my and Julie's thing. Like,
It's our
we
saving
love it.
grace.
It's every year at Christmas, it's just great. So, being able to go to Opry, first of all, was gorgeous, fun, amazing. But just being there at the perfect time to experience that amazing water show, like, we just so
Right.
happened to be there at the perfect time. We just so happened to sit down to watch it, like, 1 minute before it happened. It was a sign, like, things are looking up for
They
us.
are. They are looking up for
Mhm.
us for sure.
So,
So
it was so
it was
festive.
It was awesome, right? Obviously, that was a little surprise. Obviously, we think that it was kind of a sign from Jesus himself since we were in like a
Mhm.
Jesus-y place that
Yeah, it
he
was his
wanted us to
birthday.
see it. Yeah, it was his birthday, like Big Booty Ho kind of deal. What's the
Mhm.
song? What's the song? All I want for my birthday is Big Booty Ho. That's
Birthday's a
what
big booty
Jesus
hole,
said.
yeah. And that's
And
why he
that's
had
why we
us
went.
come there.
Right, right, right.
Yes,
And
exactly.
so and another fun thing that we did, guys. Also, if you don't know what Opry is, if you're not from Nashville, which I guess there's some like Atlanta listeners, Opry is like this great
We have
hotel.
listeners in more places than Nashville and Atlanta. Have you ever looked at our fucking stats?
Anyways, Opry is the hotel that accompanies like the Opry, like the what's it called? The Grand Ole Opry, the Grand Ole Opry
It's
House.
Gaylord Opryland.
It's Gaylord Opry Conventional Center.
Okay, yeah, that's what
Anyways,
it's called.
so they super deck it out like outside and inside. It's super great. Anyway, so we also snuck up to the boardrooms. Tell them about the
Mhm.
boardrooms, Hope.
Yes. So there's a little spiral staircase that you can take to go be by the boardrooms and the conference rooms, and they're above everybody, and no one's there. And it's our little secret. It's our
And
little secret place. It's our fort.
I felt kind of like Rapunzel when I was up there because like I was
Yeah.
on the tower, I was overlooking the people that weren't good enough, and
Yeah.
I was kind of just like, you know,
And I definitely felt like an evil stepmother right up
yeah,
there with you.
yeah. It
Yeah.
was like that. And like Hope and I like ran around to make sure that we looked at every square inch of the
Yeah.
upstairs. Like we were not going to miss anything. We were going to
It wasn't
go
even
around the
decorated for
perimeter, on
Christmas.
the
We just
inside. No, it was strictly business
we
up
just
there. And
wanted to
that's why
see it.
us,
Yeah.
the business bitches, went to go.
Mhm.
So that was another cool
Yeah.
moment. Let's talk about my, what's it
Our
called?
tradition.
What's it called? What's a good theft? What's a better word for that? Like, let's talk
Your
about
kleptomania.
yeah, like
Dead
my
ass.
stealing, my
Yeah,
crime. So
Julie loves stealing.
I love a good crime. To participate is very important to me.
If you
So,
were in high school at the time of those what was it called? Devious licks that the kids were doing. Do you know what I'm talking about?
uh-uh.
So it was like a trend on TikTok. They called it like devious licks or whatever, where they would just like steal shit. Like people would steal the clocks from classrooms or like just heinous shit people would steal and like post it online. It was like a whole thing. If you were around at that time, like if you were in high school at that time, you would be so happy. Everybody's stealing, it's normalized. You'd be the most popular girl in town because you're so good at it and you love it
Okay,
so
okay,
much.
okay. It's important to note two things. I only steal from my friends, big mugs from restaurants, and I only steal from Opryland Hotel. I only steal from a hotel in Nashville, not Opryland. I didn't say that. So
Some
let that
random hotel.
so let the record show. But so yeah, so Hope and
You
I
steal
obviously.
forks and little spoons and
Oh, yes, I do take. Anyways, guys. So we were looking for an ornament for like a nice juicy ornament to steal because a lot of them like the trees were like decorated, but they didn't have like actual ornaments with the hook that you could just take off the tree like the Grinch.
yeah.
So we finally found the one, and I got the biggest ball ornament that is now serving a purpose in my house. It is the tree topper. It's a star to my Christmas tree. But I got such a juicy one, and Hope and I did not have a bag on us, so like I just kind of had to tuck it in between my armpit and my arm, you know. But that was a great time. It was good to steal that
Yeah.
again. It wasn't as sly, I
hmm
feel like, as the first time, but
Yeah, the first
job
time
got
they were
done.
kind of all in a
Out and about.
they were in a like bowl. It
Yeah,
was
so
like a
I
big
just went
bowl of them.
boop. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's super easy, simple. We had purses.
This
This
time we had to
time
look. We were
around,
on the hunt, like looking like
hmm
little gremlins, like where's an ornament that I can take off. We
yeah.
did obviously make plans for next year and the year after that and the year after that and the year after that. So eventually, if
Yes.
Hope and I both steal two every year, we can have a tree
We'll have a
full of
full
Opry.
tree.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
So,
hopefully one day we can even take a tree. We'll have to figure out the logistics of that, but that is totally
guys, we
possible.
are we are dreamers. We are
We're dreamers.
ambitious. It's
Mm-hmm.
about drive. It's about
It's about
power.
power.
Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. As Dwayne would say. Um,
Yes.
and then tell them about how we climbed the fence.
Yeah, and then at the end when like our day was wrapping up, we had just had a blast together. We saw this really cool photo op
Mm-hmm.
outside. Well, it was blocked off by a fence and a ton of net lighting and all this
Yeah.
weird shit. So we had to like climb over it like animals just to get a picture where we wanted.
And the
But
picture
then
that
the
we
picture ended
got
up being
sucks
bad.
ass. You
I have a
cannot
video of
see.
it. It's literally 1 second. We like run back there and then run up and leave. We should have gotten more. I don't know why we
I
just
mean,
got the
we were
one.
already back there, you know, but I think
And it
like
took us so
in the
long to
midst of it,
leave.
yeah, it was hard to climb back over. We had so much
Mhm.
stuff. We had two Cinnabon boxes. We had the ornament. We had our phones. Like you had
Yeah.
your keys. Like we had
Mhm.
to set all this stuff down on the brick wall and then like climb over and collect our goodies. You know how hard it is to
Yeah.
be in and out and trespass when you have hands full of Cinnabons and ornaments?
Yeah, it
It's
was so
hard.
hard.
And I've always wondered. I've always wondered because you know crime is high this time of year. And
Mhm.
I was like, why don't
You're
they ever take like
contributing.
why don't they take a Cinnabon? Why don't they take an ornament? I get it now. It makes it a lot harder to get away.
Yeah, your hands are really full.
And you know what? We
So,
were scared. I think I learned a very valuable lesson when I was there because we were scared that someone was going to see us, someone was going to say something. Well, everybody saw us, but
but
I was
what were
scared
they
maybe,
going to do? Ask us
yeah,
to leave?
nobody pays attention to us.
Mhm.
Nobody pays attention to anyone.
Yeah, everybody's so like I could not tell you what a single person there looked like. I didn't
Mm-mm.
look at a single fucking person. I was staring at the lights and thinking of myself.
I remember one thing, and it was those girls, that girl, her boots, beautiful boots. Remember the beautiful shiny
Oh,
boots
the
by the
glitter.
boat?
Yes, we saw some yeah.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
She tried to be main character with those boots, and I know that it didn't
Yeah.
phase me.
Mhm.
Not me or you.
Nope.
and
Nope.
and, be, and guys, before obviously our fantastic day, our fantastic fun-filled little thing. I do want to tell you guys that when Hope and I were looking for parking, I don't know what she decided to do or what she was on, but we were literally, I was like, find parking, driving around, looking at my phone. Next thing you know, we're on the fucking interstate, going the opposite direction, had to take an exit to get back to Opry.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Like I drove around the building trying to find a parking space and I was like, "Oh, like I just need to keep going cuz if I go towards the front, I'll have like a closer parking spot. I'll like be parked close to the door. Well, apparently fucking not, because going towards the front took me straight onto Briley Parkway or whatever, and I was on the interstate. I was just like going 70 all of a
So
sudden.
fast. We were so fast.
I was in the parking lot, and then all of a sudden I was on the interstate. There was no like road in between. There was no
no
like
light.
anything.
You
Yeah,
know,
I just
see,
was
and
there.
that's kind of part of our Opry thing too, is that there's always an issue with the interstate, whether we're missing an exit, getting on the entrance. It's just
Yeah.
like give or take something crazy happens. And then guys, before let's go back to our roots. Before we even got to Opry, we wanted to go get a little Starbucks, be cute little caramel apple spice girls like we are today. And oh my, that was probably one of the most frustrating experiences of my life.
Yeah. Oh my God. The Starbucks, first of all, was so loud. Like they had their
So
music turned
loud.
up so loud that the guy taking my order couldn't even understand what I was saying. He didn't even get my order remotely right.
Yeah, that was
But
fucked up.
anyway, so let's move on. I feel like we just talked for way too long about that.
That was the point, was to go into detail.
Okay, well, so I know today we were going to talk about Christmas movies, Christmas music even.
And some drinks. I do have a drink question.
Okay.
I'll ask it at the end.
Okay. So let's talk first about Christmas movies.
Good. I have notes, critiques. I'm a film critic.
Okay. And I saw something and it was definitely misspelled, so let's hear it.
So first of all, I wanted to jot some notes down about Elf. Okay. I wanted to get really into my film major vibes. You know, I'm wearing the beanie. I'm ready for that. And I want to talk about Elf. Okay. So I wrote down that it's a classic. It's perfect. And I have no criticism except the sad parts. Let's get into this, because the sad parts of Elf are not just like, oh, that's kind of sad or whatever. The sad parts of Elf are really fucking heartbreaking. Like when Walter says, I don't care where you go, get out of my life. That breaks your heart, right?
That was really mean.
It was super harsh. And then Elf, like the slow music, he's writing out on the etch a sketch, and he was like, I don't belong here. I don't belong anywhere. That's a little too deep for a Christmas movie.
Because he didn't belong with the elves either, because he wasn't an elf.
Yeah, and imagine how he's feeling. Where does he go? Every time I watch that, I cry. And when he fights the other elf, the South Pole elf. That's not really an elf, but yeah.
That's not like that sad though. That part.
I think that's a little sad, but what are your thoughts on Elf? Like overall, short and sweet.
Overall, I love it. Weirdest thing though, like whenever he makes that spaghetti with all the chocolate and stuff, I want to fucking eat it. Like I want to put that in my mouth. It looks so delicious. I have never seen something so disgusting look so good.
Because like the crunch of the Pop-Tart with, I feel like with the sauce and the sweet and the savory,
just like a big
the
bite
crunch.
of the noodles, just like the texture, yum.
With the crunch, right? And then the syrup too might be good.
Just a little like extra sauce, some moisture, yeah.
Trying something new,
really
and
good.
that should be a thing that we do, is make it.
That should be our next rating.
Yeah, so booze or lose, Elf spaghetti next time. Okay, I rate that movie 10 out of 10. It's my favorite Christmas movie ever.
Yeah, it's an amazing movie. I love it.
Okay, go with your movie.
Okay.
Or I can go.
Yeah, you could just keep going.
Okay. Home Alone. Just watched that movie probably for the first time maybe 2 years ago. And here are my thoughts.
You watched it as a kid?
Never. And like just a year ago, I watched Christmas Vacation for the first time too. Anyway, I think it's a perfect movie. I think it's a really good, fun movie. It's nice, but I think it's weird because how the hell, there's so many. So how do you forget about your kid that many times? That's the thing. I hate when things are unrealistic. Yes, you're stressed, right? You're stressed. You're about to leave. You have to go catch a plane. I get it. But you don't remember your kid? Like you see all the kids. That's
There's a
weird.
thousand chances
Yeah,
to like
1,000 chances.
remember him
Walking out the door,
when you're
in the car. Like, there's plenty of adults somewhere.
at the
Someone's gonna
airport
notice. If my
landing.
parents
Yeah.
didn't notice, I don't know
Oh,
what the
I'd
fuck
kill
I'd say.
myself. Are you fucking
Right.
kidding me?
And it's like, also, think about this. So the mom, like, so she got in a fight with the kid, sent him to sleep upstairs. You don't think the first thing on her mind the next morning is like, you know what? That was a
I
tough
need to go
night. I
talk to
need to
my
go see my
son.
kid. We're about to go on
Yeah.
vacation. Like, you're just gonna have a heavy ass conversation with your kid, be mean
And
as fuck to him, and then leave him.
you know what I would think too? I'm like, oh my God, they did this on purpose.
Yeah, after that.
They literally left me for dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, what the
So
fuck?
I don't get that. And then
I
also, like, I the cops, or well, not the cops, I guess it was like the bad guy pretending to be the cop. Like, that was scary. And then like the old man, the scary old man. There was just a lot of weird things in that movie. But definitely forgetting your kid enough times to make 3 of them or 4, however many there are.
yeah.
PPS, baby, for sure.
I've only ever seen the first one. I haven't seen any of the other ones, and I actually have not seen it very often because, as you know, I hate vomit. And I remember as a kid watching that movie, and that one guy ate too much pizza and threw up.
The fat
I
guy.
never watched Home Alone again.
That's fair.
I like haven't seen that movie. I've saw like clips of it as I've been older, like it was just on TV or something, but I haven't watched that movie all the way through since I was little because that one kid threw up and I hated it that much as a child.
That's completely fair, girl. I get that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Now let's talk about this one,
Okay.
The Grinch.
Okay,
There's so
live
much to
action,
say. Yes, live action.
cartoon, or
Jim
okay.
Carrey. Okay, I think it's a perfect movie. I think it's very
Loves it.
sweet. I think
Hmm.
the message behind it is so cute and perfect and sweet. Actually,
Hmm.
I don't think I could think of one critique in the
For
live
the movie.
action. Yeah.
Let me think. I don't think so either. The only kind of no, I like all of it. I mean, I haven't seen it in a second. I haven't watched it this year yet, so maybe I could come up with something. But every time I watch it, I love it. I love all the costumes. You know, the weird thing that
Yes.
someone pointed out, someone on Twitter or something pointed this out a few months ago, that everybody had to get their Who makeup done except that one actress. She just like the one who like loves the Grinch, you know?
Mm-hmm.
She
She
didn't
just
have Who makeup. She just had a regular ass nose.
that's so cute.
So wouldn't you kind of feel like weird about that?
No, because the Who's are, well, some of them are ugly, but most of them are cute.
They
The
all
over
look like this.
exaggerated ones are ugly. Yeah, they do look like that. They do look like that. Yeah, I
I love
think
that
that
movie. It's
movie's
so cute.
perfect. Now, did you ever watch the new cartoon one that came out?
I think I did. I think Hunter and I saw it, but I don't even remember.
See,
I think we did, but it like I couldn't tell you a single thing that happened. I do remember there being like some sort of more modern music in it, although that
yeah, it
could
has
have
like
just
Tyler the
been
Creator. He like did
yeah.
the
That could
soundtrack.
have just okay.
Yeah, that was it. I have major critiques about that movie. I was super stoked for it to come out. Obviously, everyone that loves the Grinch should be excited, but it sucked asshole. It sucked literal
Really?
asshole. You could put a like you could watch that movie and like obviously you know it's the Grinch, but like if they didn't tell you it's the Grinch, like besides him being green, like you wouldn't be able to tell that that was a movie that was supposed to be the Grinch. The character
Mhm.
himself was like such a nice guy. Like the
He
Grinch
like
was
wasn't an
nice.
asshole.
They tried to make him like maybe a little bit sassy at times, but it wasn't like straight up asshole, I hate Christmas. I think it was more like I don't know, maybe it was trying to appeal to like a younger audience, but it was like watching something
Yeah,
on
I
like
know.
fucking like Disney or something. It sucked. It was really bad.
Yeah. I couldn't even tell you a single thing about that movie. I don't remember it at all. So that tells you how great I thought it was. Now the original cartoon, that's the one I grew up on because that one came out like before the live action one came out. And that's
Mhm.
the one that my family had because like the live action one was out, I guess, when I was a kid, but I'd only seen it a couple times because my family owns the cartoon one. That
Uh-huh.
one I love. It's a classic.
Yeah, I've seen the original cartoon one a few times, but we always watched the live action. I think that one came out in like 2003, I want to say.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Or
I
maybe,
was like,
yeah.
I was like 6 in 2003. Actually, I was like a fresh 6. It's so weird because like I'm born at the end of the year. So even though,
Mm-hmm.
like you would think 96 to 2003 I would be 6. I was like 5 really the whole year.
Yeah. I
But
guess in
anyway,
2003. No, in 2003, oh, I was 4.
you were 4. Wait.
Wait,
96.
no, yeah, because Dasha was born in 2003. I was 5.
Okay, no, wait. I was 6 because you turned I turned 7 in 2003.
You turned 7. I turned
So I was
5.
6 like all year.
That's
No, you turned
no.
4.
I know
Wait,
I
I
didn't
turned
turn
7, you turned
4.
5.
I turned 5. You turned 7.
Yeah, I turned 7, but I was 6 the whole year. So you were
Okay,
4.
I was 5. No, I was
No,
4
you
for
weren't.
2
You were
months. Then I was
4.
5 in March. So you were
No,
no, because
you
you
were
could not
3
just
for
be
2
1 year
months, and
older
then
than
you
me.
were.
No, I wasn't 3.
I'm 2 years.
Dasha was
I'm
born
2 years older than.
Dasha was born in 2003. I am 5 years older than her. I was 5 in March of 2003.
97, 98, 99, 2000, 2001, 2, 3. Yeah, I was 6 for the most of the year, and then I turned 7 in 2003.
But I was only 4 for 2 months. That means that at one point you're only 1 year older than me.
That's not right. That means because 99, 2000, 2001, 2, 3. You were
No.
4 in 2003.
Oh, 8, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I'm 5 years older than Dasha.
No,
I
you're not.
was, yes, I am.
Because
Gonna
she was
tell
born
me
in 2003. You were 4.
I was 5.
You were
I was
4,
5 when she was
almost
born.
5.
My birthday's in March. I was more 5 in 2003 than I was 4.
Wait,
You need to
99.
think.
99. You were born in 99.
Yes.
So you turned 1 in 2000, 2 in 2001, 3 in 2003. Wait,
What?
no. 3 in 2002 and 4 in 2003.
I turned 5.
Count it out, bitch. Count it out. Count
I
it out
cannot
and
believe.
tell me how it
No.
makes sense.
1 in 2000, 2 in 01, 3 in 02. No, Hope. I'm about to call my mom on the air because I was 5 when Dasha was born.
You were almost 5. You were basically 5. You were just a couple months away from being 5. You were most of the year, you're 5 years older than her. For a couple months, you're 4. Just like how most of the year, I'm 2 years older than you. Then the rest of the time, I'm 3. Right now, I'm 3.
Okay.
In March, I will be 2.
You have to realize how weird this is for me because I always thought I was born when she was 5 for 22 years. Now I'm realizing I was only 4.
You were born when she was 5. That's why I was saying, like, count it out. I literally counted it in front of you, and you were like, no, I was 5. I was like, that's literally fucking impossible unless you were born in 98, and you weren't. You were born in 99.
I have to call my mom as soon as we're done because I literally thought my whole life that I was 5 years older than her.
Well, you're basically 5 years older than her.
But basically is not for reals. So I'm 4 years older than Dasha. Most times.
You were like 4 years. And like 4 years and like 9 months older than her. So basically 5.
Okay. Do you have another movie?
Well, I really wanted to talk about the live action Grinch, but I think we should move topics.
Okay.
We already talked about that.
Want to talk about this. And I know that you're a custard person. I'm an eggnog person. But let's talk about
so weird.
the battle of the beverages, okay? Because we have your eggnog custard people, and then you have the other side of the spectrum, which is like your steamed juices and your ciders and your mold shit. What do you think is the mold? MULLED, mold.
Oh, mold.
Yes.
Like the process. Okay.
So what do you think is the official Christmas beverage? The dairy milky shit or the juicy shit?
Mm,
It's a weird
I
one,
don't
right?
know. Yeah, that is a weird one. But then there's also an in between
The hot
that's like
chocolate.
not juice. Well, it is dairy, but it's like a hot drink. Because like eggnog and boiled custard are
Or
cold
one.
beverages.
Well,
Then
I
you
think
have
eggnog is hot.
warm.
Well, it could be
Do you eat
either.
eggnog hot?
I think you can. I think that's
Comes in the
like,
fridge.
well, people spike their eggnogs. Is it cold or hot when they do that? It's cold. My dad
I
has
think
it
it's cold because
cold.
you put, yeah, it's
Oh,
cold. So
okay.
eggnog and boiled custard are cold.
Okay.
Then you have your mulled beverages. Those are juices and hot.
And
And
spicy.
then you have your, yeah, and spicy. And then you have your sweet hot chocolates, peppermint hot chocolate,
Mm-hmm.
drinks like that.
See,
I think automatically hot chocolate, peppermint hot chocolate, out of there.
I think that's your traditional. That's like what you expect. That's like what's in your
Yeah.
face. Personally, though, but I love me eggnog. Like, I'll never drink a hot chocolate. We've had this discussion. I just don't
I
care
love
for
a
it,
good hot chocolate.
but I get it. And then
Mm-hmm.
eggnog is so like banging, banging. I look forward to
Yeah.
it all the time, like for Christmas time. But then like a spicy, warm, appley drink. I think
Mm.
the spicy apple shit, that's fall. And then I'm
Yeah.
gonna say eggnog
Yeah.
is the Christmas
Christmas
staple.
drink. Yeah,
Yeah, eggnog and
definitely.
custard.
Yeah, I think because you can get the spice, the cider that starts coming out around fall because that's when apples
Right,
are in season. So then by Christmas, it's time for some eggnog and boiled custard, which not many
right.
people drink boiled custard. I don't know if that's just like a my family. Like, I mean, more than my family drinks it, obviously, because it's in the stores. Like, they wouldn't just stock it for us. But like, hardly anybody growing up. Everybody growing up just had eggnog, and I
Eggnog.
never liked eggnog.
See, my dad likes custard, and I've probably had it a couple times, but I think for me in my brain, I'm always like eggnog. Duh.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
okay, so we got the drink thing out of the way. I also want to talk about
Hmm.
this because obviously for like Thanksgiving, we have our staple meals, the turkey and all that shit. Is there a staple like Christmas dish? Because my family always has pozole because we're Hispanic. Like, so
Yeah.
that's our thing. But is there like a something like a common dish for
For
Christmas,
like,
like the turkey would be, for Thanksgiving?
I don't know. I don't really think so. I will say, so in my culture,
Yes.
as a white American, I am not sure. My family doesn't do anything like that. I mean, we would have like a Christmas like dinner, I guess, would be like ham or something.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, I don't think that's like traditional, like a like this is what you eat on Christmas, like your family does with
So like,
pozole.
mm-hmm.
Pozole.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I was actually telling my friends about that the other day. I was like, oh yeah, Julie's family has some sort of soup, and she tried it at like a restaurant and said it tasted like shit.
It's not the same.
And oh, that's not the same thing
No, I'm just saying it's not the same because she had it in a
at a
restaurant.
restaurant.
Cause see,
Yeah.
I was literally talking today with I have a Hispanic coworker and I was like, I want pozole, but I can't have any until I go home because I'm not gonna have any Murfreesboro pozole.
Yeah.
Can't do
So I
that.
really want to try that, but I don't eat meat, so
I know.
I'll never try
It's
it.
sad. It's
But
okay.
my family does do now this, I don't know if this is just a southern thing. It could be like an entire United States thing, I'm not sure, but New Year's food. So on New
Oh,
Year's, you always have the black eyed peas,
yeah,
and
we
then you
do
have
that.
greens, and then you have pork. And so my family usually does hog jaw or whatever. Um,
What?
like it's like bacon kind of, but like you literally can only eat it once a year.
Okay,
It's
what's
like
it
so
called?
bad for you. Hog jaw?
Okay, see, I thought you were saying hot dog weird, and then I was
No.
like, I heard the J.
Yeah. So, and see, I feel like uncomfortable saying it because my family's so southern, like the accent is so thick that like it sounds different when everybody says it. and I don't have an accent. Like, I don't have a Southern accent, so it feels weird to say it because if I want to pronounce it normally, I would have to say it with a Southern accent. You know what I mean? It's like when white people go to the Mexican restaurant and order tortillas, like
Yeah.
tortilla or whatever, however they want to pronounce it. They like butcher it.
God, I hate
You
white people
know?
at Mexican restaurants. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I feel, even though that's how it's pronounced. But whatever. So yeah,
See,
we
we
don't
do.
have
Well, New Year's is like, I love the New Year's things. Like, we do the black eyed peas and the greens, but,
greens in the pork.
and the grapes, the 12 grapes. Do you do that?
I've never done 12
It's my
grapes.
favorite thing. So, the last 12 seconds, you stuff 12, like, try to eat all 12 grapes, and each grape is a wish. So, it's cool. But we always do a
Aw.
crab boil, like a seafood boil for New Year's.
That's not
Super
like
good.
a thing though, I don't think.
No,
That's just
I
like
don't
what
think
y'all
that's a
do.
thing.
Cuz like the pork, greens and the black eyed peas, that's like a thing. That's like it's good luck, it'll bring you wealth and prosperity
Money,
or
yeah.
whatever.
I love
Yeah,
that.
it's like that's so
Hopjaw.
interesting.
Hopjaw.
It's a hog jaw.
Hogjaw. Hogjaw. Okay. Do you have anything? How many times are we at?
Oh, I guess it's jowl. Hog
Hogjow?
jowl.
Hogjow?
But like my family says it like hog jaw. Like that. This is what it looks like. Kind of like bacon,
Oh, it looks like bacon. Yeah.
but they like put they kind of like I don't know if they put like flour on the outside of it before they fry it or they put like something on the outside of it before they fry it. And yeah.
Interesting.
So I guess technically it's hog jowl. But my family is like hog jowl.
I love it when it's fast. You know, like ooh, space. Okay.
I haven't had it in forever, but I could tell you exactly. Like I can taste it. Like you know what I mean. I know
Yeah.
exactly what it tastes like. It doesn't taste like bacon.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like I don't know how to explain it. It just tastes like that. I never liked it too much.
Are you ready for last call?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I also have my Christmas nails.
Oh yeah, I have my hot chocolate nails.
Look, we're festive.
I know, we really are. Try to make it like clap.
Well, you're above me.
Oh, well, you're sideways
Oh,
to me,
wait.
so go like this.
Wait, which way should I go? Like this?
Yeah, go like this. Wait, okay. 1, 2, 3. It looks like we were pushing each other's hands away. Okay. Just do it repeatedly and it'll make sense at one point. Yeah!
Am I going too fast for you?
Oh, that's perfect. Okay, I got mine. All right, last call.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Okay.
Me or you?
You.
Okay, mine is a tweet from Amelie. It says, "You want me to make a phone call? The thing that my God, I can't read. You want me to make a phone call? The thing that killed Drew Barrymore and Scream?" And I really like that because I don't
That's
want to have
funny.
to make a phone call. And how dare you want me to do something that could kill me?
So murderous. Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
Good one. Mine's also a tweet. Duh. By Tweets by Keezy. It says, "I'm on Twitter to joke and lie. Don't come to me talking about anything I said on this app." And then Twitter replied and they said, "You really said live, laugh, lie." So I like that because we talk about that all the time. How it's just us, you know. So I don't know. I love lying on Twitter and being
Lying is fun.
just being me.
It hurts no one.
Exactly. Anyways, I hope you guys had a very merry episode listening with us. This was such a cute Christmas episode. I feel really in the mood. Might even fuck around and go Christmas shopping right now. I love you
Right
guys.
now?
Yes, because Home Goods doesn't close till 10.
Oh my God.
Right. Well, thank you for listening. Follow us on Instagram at Bucky Booze Podcast and at Twitter on Bucky Booze Pod.
Check us out on TikTok at Bucky Booze. Go to our website, buckybooze.square.site,
Site.
and leave us a 5-star written review on Apple.
And leave us a review on Apple Maps. Okay. Love you guys. Love you, Hope.
Love you.
We're out.
Bye.
Bye.